He said Meadville, I said, uh-oh, that's good.
I think we are live on the World Wide Web, so we can get started. I will call the meeting to order and ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Alan Griffiths.
Here.
Kima Yondell. Here. Elliot Dyer.
Here.
Mike Meisner. Louis Schultz.
Here.
Ryan Whaley.
Okay. We have the minutes from October 10. Are there any comments or questions on the minutes from our last meeting? Hearing none, can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So approved.
Second.
Second.
Any further discussion? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Looks like we have two matters today. The first one is for an application of 160 Wayne Street.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The site at 160 Wayne Street is here for exterior paint color alterations. This building is a non-contributing structure in the downtown Sandusky Commercial Historic District, and there's little documented history at this location. The applicant has requested a certificate of appropriateness for an exterior color change made to 160 Wayne Street in September-October timeframe of 2023. The submitted materials state the colors are Sherwin-Williams 7567 Natural Tan and Benjamin Moore number 2033-10 Yellow Green. The applicant was not aware of the historic district requirements and therefore changed the exterior of the building without a proper process. In a letter submitted to staff, he has a desire to brighten up the color to increase visibility of the building and tenant businesses within it. Staff received multiple complaints about this paint and the brightness of it, with observations questioning whether if it fit within the guidelines or if it was in historic district and if it was in front of the board and approved. After receiving these complaints, the planning division issued a zoning violation notice to the property owner. Email correspondence from a representative of Subway was received on October 18th of 2023. They indicated the color selection was dictated by Subway's corporate brand guidelines. Staff outlined that required landmark commission process for approval and encouraged the selection of an alternative appropriate color, hoping for a solution that would be documented within Subway's brand guidelines and appropriate within Sandusky's guidelines. Staff has sent several example colors and links in the emails for examples of colors appropriate within the historic district. Staff has determined that the yellow-green is not appropriate, and therefore it's staff's recommendation that the Landmarks Commission deny the request to keep the existing color, the Benjamin Moore number 2033-10 yellow-green, and direct the applicant to seek other color options to be reviewed by either staff or approval with the Landmarks Commission. The Sherwin-Williams, hold on 1 second. The Sherwin-Williams 7567 Natural Tan is appropriate and can be included in future certificate of appropriateness, assuming a resolution is reached with the green. The Planning Division recommends the Landmark Commission deny the request for a certificate of appropriateness for the exterior color change to Benjamin Moore 2033-10 yellow green at 160 Wayne Street. Thank you.
I'll just add a comment because Mr. Oakes read the natural tan color. That was a correction. So your report lists Gossamer Vale, which is the neutral color that they have, but they came back and emailed us and let us know that it was a correction to that natural tan color, which is appropriate. So we could just add that to a certificate of appropriateness if we get to a landmarks decision on the green.
Okay. One question for me. Do we know how long this property owner has owned the building?
That I do not. I believe well over a decade, though, if I had to take a guess.
Okay. Any questions or comments?
Alex, that was, you mentioned in one of your comments that you didn't know what the early history was. Mm-hmm. It was the Kewpie restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, and on the corner there was, of course, a Kewpie. There's only one Kewpie left. I think it's in Lima, but that was a big national chain, the Kewpie.
Was that a burger shop?
Well,
do you know?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Coffee, burger, you know.
So anybody else have questions on the application or comments?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I guess my only comment is if you want to paint a building downtown, please paint it the right color, would be my view. So hearing no further comments, can I have a motion to in this case, either approve or deny the certificate of appropriateness. Bearing in mind staff's recommendation is a denial.
Motion to deny?
Okay,
I'll second it.
second. Any further discussion? Quinn, will you please call the roll?
Louis Schultz,
Aye.
Alan Griffiths,
Yes?
Kima Yondell,
Yes.
Elliot Dyer.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. The motion is denied. Or the application is denied, the motion is passed. Presumably, Aaron, there will be a transfer or transmittal of this decision to them, followed by discussion about what they want to do next?
Yes.
Okay,
And I had encouraged them to come and maybe even have an alternative color in their back pocket so they could just see you one time, but it looks like they were not able
Okay.
to attend.
I guess my question is, if they don't do anything, what does the city do next? I see the new law director is here, so.
Yeah, no, but at that point, it's an enforcement matter.
Okay. All right, moving on, I think there's administrative approval.
Correct. That is for 202 Columbus Ave, and it's an update to their previous application. It is a contributing building in the downtown Sandusky Commercial Historic District. It's also individually listed on the National Register of Historic Places. It's currently the home of both Clegg Brewing and also Small City Tap House. The existing uses here are a restaurant. The proposed use is staying a restaurant and also a brewery as well. So this is for the exterior paint color. A little bit before that's the history. This structure was built between 1882 and 1883, and it was built in a high Victorian style architecture. So the proposed color changes are going to be very similar to what was originally, or at least what staff believes to be the original color scheme of the building. So they're going to go with barn red and also downing sand colors. And I was out there today taking pictures. It looks like on the right side of the screen there that they did scrape some of the current, what I would call gray paint or tan, and to determine if these colors did match the original. And this is me speculating, but it seems that there are pieces uncovered that they did match to try to compare closely to the old and the new colors. So staff did approve this, as it is appropriate, as it's very similar to the original conditions of this building. We did approve this administratively on October 26th of 2023 with the following conditions, and that's that all permits were obtained to the building department, engineering department, division of planning, and any other applicable agency prior to any work completed.
Okay, any questions or comments? Okay, hearing none, great.
I have just a comment. I spoke with the project team, and they have continued to encounter a lot more details of tuck pointing and brickwork that they needed to do. They had originally thought that they could finish this project last May, but they are continuing to work on it and update it, and I let them know that that color scheme would be celebrated because it would really reflect the original look and character of the building.
It's a beautiful building.
Good, do we have any other business? Okay.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Vote on this?
I have my hearing aids turned up as loud as they go. And I can hear Aaron, and I can hear you clearly. I can't hear Quinn, and I can't hear Alec. And I wondered if you spoke into the microphone, just for an experiment, and see what happens.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. So
Okay.
I think the key is.
Depending on what board or commission I'm
See your lips
attending.
moving, but yeah, so maybe next meeting, if we could really keep an eye on that, thank you.
Sure thing, yeah. So depending on which board or commission we're at, some prefer if we're farther back, some prefer if we're right on it. So I will make note of that for next month's meeting.
Thank you.
Perfect. Speaking of next month's meeting, do we have the date for that?
It should be on the
I
agenda.
don't have it off the top of my head.
The
so.
13th.
December 13th.
December 13th, okay, perfect. All right, without any further business, can I have a motion to adjourn, please?
So moved.
And we are adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And pause 15 seconds for station identification.